Candy Nicholas, and this is Lifestyles. Thank you so much for being here with me and my guest for today, licensed massage therapist and trained colon hydrotherapist Louise King. Remember in our conversation about cleansing a week ago, I mentioned the many ways in which the process can be facilitated. Well, colon hydrotherapy is one way that is getting a lot of momentum, and Louise is here to tell us all about it and dispel common misconceptions. But what does it entail? A colonic is the infusion of water into the rectum, yes, into the rectum, by a colon therapist to cleanse and flush out the colon. Proponents of colon hydrotherapy believe that fecal matter can accumulate and harden in the colon. They believe that this buildup of fecal matter may negatively affect health by preventing the absorption of water and nutrients, leading to constipation, allowing the proliferation of harmful colon bacteria and yeast, and causing the stagnation of toxins, which leads to the absorption back into the bloodstream, which is something you don't want. Lack of fiber, excess sugar, and a diet high in red meat are believed to contribute to the problem. Okay, so Louise, can you explain to our viewers what the process entails?
The process uses water, primarily water, sterilized warm water. So upon your first colonic, you will fill out a detailed health questionnaire. The first thing that we must ensure is the service is correct for you. They may have instances where the service is not right for you, and with every modality of therapy, we must ensure that we outrule all contraindications. So once we have ensured that's done, then you lay on your left side, we insert a sterilized scope into your bottom, into the rectum, and then through a process of gentle abdominal massages, we are able to loosen any impacted feces. And the way that our system is designed, it goes straight into our waste, our sewage system. So therefore, it's not messy, it's not smelly as perhaps you have experienced with us. So basically, it's using sterilized water with a mass motion massage of the abdominal to loosen any encrusted feces that may be there.
So for people who may have qualms about having something inserted into the rectum, I'm sure you've had many skeptics who come in and they realize that the process is not as daunting as it seems. So
well, absolutely. If you were to just hand me here, so it's just this, a pinch, and once this is over, it means this sterilized scope has already been inserted.
And how far in is it inserted?
Approximately 1 to 1.5 inches thereabout. If you were to use your finger, your pinky, perhaps half of that.
Okay.
And once that is inserted, then we begin the process of the water in, water out, along with gas and impacted feces.
Yes, what are some of the things that you can expect when you're having this therapy, especially if it's your first time? What can you expect to come out? It's not a sexy topic, but it's very important to your health.
I know, no one really likes to entertain the topic of poop, but however, we should, because once we intake, we must, of course, let it all go. What you should expect really is the movement of warm water through the system.
And how does that feel?
It feels not at all. It's almost like you're moving gas, really. Along with the gas, you have perhaps hardened feces in most cases that I've seen. You would have it round and perhaps hardened and not loosened the way that it should be. Most people come because they are constipated. Constipation over a period of colonics, you will have it drastically reduced after a series of colonics. People usually ask, how many do I need?
Yes.
Yes. Depending on your health situation, you may require perhaps 2 colonics for the week.
Right.
And you can have that over a period of 8 weeks, for instance. We promote what we call a 3-part series, where during that series of treatments, we are able to get the ascending, descending, and the transverse colon, and also to have what we call the cecum evacuated.
Okay,
so that gives mostly a total cleanse.
So after you've done a series of colonics, what changes can you expect to see, or what changes have some of your clients seen in their health and just generally?
Well, overall well-being. Persons come and they rave about having so much more energy. Persons have reduced gas, improved mood, less irritability. So these are some of the benefits. One client also mentioned she has had insomnia for years. And after having a series of colonics, of course, coupled with good exercise and proper diet, her insomnia has been eradicated, really, and she suffered with it from her teens.
And since you're eradicating toxins, I'm sure there are benefits for, you know, your skin and its appearance.
Glowing, lots more energy. People sleep better. People get to eat better. One of the
I've had migraines. I don't suffer from migraines, but I hear that it's very helpful for people with
headaches as well. What's also key, once we are able to clean the bottom half of the colon, where we produce vitamin K. Lots of persons are not aware that vitamin K is produced in the colon.
Really? I didn't know that.
Absolutely. So once you have the flora and the fauna balanced within the colon, you're able to produce your necessary nutrients, and vitamins are absorbed through a clean colon, and then all the other health benefits of having lots of energy
and speaking of what are some of the things? So I've come in, I've had my treatment, you sent me home. What are some of the things that I need to do?
Well, normally, usually we advise that you try to eat whole food. Anything that's whole. And for us, that would mean our provisions, our salads, our legumes, stuff like that. Try to stay away generally from anything that's white. So you have the overly processed foods. So we encourage whole grain, nuts, lots of water. That's key. Persons tend not to drink sufficient water. And we all have our issues with drinking sufficient water.
Yes, even sometimes for those of us who know it's sometimes so hard to.
So flavor your water. Put a little lemon or whatever fruit that is out there and in season. It means this is the time to consume the fruit.
Yes.
Yeah, so take a walk to your market. Take a walk and check out what's on, what's local, what's in abundance. And it was put there in abundance for our consumption. So use that to flavor your water and have, you know, sufficient.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I will put your information up on our Facebook page so people can find you, because I'm sure it piques people's interest about this procedure.
Yes.
I want to thank you so much for an enlightening discussion on the topic that many people would shy away from. For your own consultation and booking, you can call Louise at 717-1779. As I said earlier, head over to our Facebook page. We'll have even more information there. And by the way, congratulations to Andrea Allen Joseph for winning herself a body scrub and Swedish massage with our friends at Touch Therapy Stay Spa. Keep watching and liking for more giveaways. I'll see you next time on Lifestyles.